Hey there everyone, how you doing? Just wondering if any of you are watching what's going on there overseas. It's an awful situation. When you think of everything you go through in life, then you think of, my gosh, those people. I was watching today, they showed the kids, they're the ones that, I don't know what you can really say on YouTube, but anyhow, the kids, the one mom said their child was diagnosed with cancer, and the next day the war happened, and they were living in one of those shelters, which is just basically cement walls and floors. And they were trying to get their child, which other children, there was a little girl on dialysis, many children with cancer, little children who needed treatment, and they were just in these, I don't know if they call them fallout shelters, I'm not sure what they call them over there, or what they're called, whatever. Safety, which was, safe for the moment. Like I say, we're not promised tomorrow, we're only promised this moment right here and now. And I don't know, I can't ever get these centered, but it's so nothing compared to them. But watching that one mom, and the reporter was interviewing her, and she was crying, and they showed the doctor when they finally got able to be transferred to I forgot which country, to a children's oncology hospital. And the reporter was asking the mom, which, I don't know, kind of don't understand it. Obviously, it makes for good TV. Not really for me, but, talking about how she feels. I mean, let's see. How does she feel? Her child is just diagnosed with cancer. Then a war breaks out. Then they got to go in hiding. Then they got to pray they can get out of there so her child can get treatment. And she's interviewing her. I don't know, I never understood that about news, all the sensationalism. I know when my older son had cancer when he was 13, the TV station got a hold of us. The only reason I agreed was because he had brain cancer, and there's so little money for, childhood cancer, but childhood brain cancer. So I thought if the word got out there, maybe people would donate to childhood brain cancer. But over there, I just think they're just trying to make, the more gory, the better. It's just my opinion. But just watching that, thinking, all my son went through was horrifying. Just, having to go into the hospital every 6 weeks and staying the whole weekend while his friends were out having fun, playing basketball, going to tournaments, everything that he loved. And that, at the time, seemed like the end of the world to me. Like they said, no parent should hear that their child has cancer. And it was horrifying, just the 2.5 years of treatment and everything he went through. And then I think of these people and what they're going through, and they're hopefully in a safe place for now. And then another child who needed a specialized treatment was going to be sent to another country. They finally got that approved, but I can't even imagine what they're going through. I was going to say, the moms, they're alone because the men are all fighting, but I was alone too with my son, so it's not like I had anyone. But, when you put things into perspective, but of course, when you're going through what you're going through at the time you're going through it, it is horrible. But then when you see things like this, which I don't even know how to phrase it, I mean, you don't think when you're sitting in the hospital watching your son puking his brains out 24/7 and praying the treatment works, and thinking how much of the stuff they're pumping into his body, the poison, is staying in when he's puking it all out. You don't think about, gee, we could be in a war zone. I mean, nobody thinks about it, just like no one, I don't think in their wildest dreams thought about what we've been through the last 2 years plus. I guess today, March 11th, well, it'll be tomorrow or whenever I put up this video, was the first case that was here in our town of the thing that we can't say on here. But, if that wasn't enough, but, when I remember I think it was H1N1 flu, and I was so deathly ill. And Mr. Wonderful there wouldn't bring me to the hospital. 8 days, 104.8 fever. I was never so sick in my life. And I thought, how horrible. But you don't think at that time of those other things. I mean, I have what my family told me. They too had to escape from the same regime. And it's hard for me to watch this stuff. But I do. I guess I do because, you see what's happening, to see what's going to happen in the rest of the world, which is sad. But just watching those people, and I know a lot of people right now, 3 people I know are battling stage 4 cancer. And, when you're in it, even when you're in it right now, I don't know if they think, thank God we're not there, because, cancer is so horrible. And this vlog just went all around every corner. I'm not sure what I was trying to say here. But the point is, if you're watching this, if you can even watch, I know it's hard to watch, but pray for these poor people. I mean, there's areas they say they're running out of food. They knocked out their power. They don't have water. It's horrible. It's hard to understand. Like I said, my family had to go through this, so I know the stories, and they mean more now than ever. And I miss my mom so much, but the only good thing, not really good, that she's not here. She doesn't have to see this, but I wish she was here so I could talk to her. I mean, she never really talked about this stuff. She just talked about how horrible it was. But it's just when you watch it now, well, when I watch it now, I kind of think, she was a little girl and her 2 sisters, and how they must have been scared, and their mom. And of course, my grandpa was a police officer. He had to stay back. And when I see these people and they're leaving their husbands, and I think of my grandpa, sending his wife and 3 kids off. And I mean, they were lucky they weren't sick, but these kids, when I saw today, well, I've seen them many days, but the one, and there's a pregnant woman, they showed, I don't know what happened, I saw the tail end of that, but I guess she did deliver her baby, and they're fine. But then I think, how long are they fine for? Are they in safety? How long will they be safe? It's just really horrible. So if you can pray really hard for that country, it's just, I don't know, it's such a, I don't know, it seems like the last, I don't know, I don't want to start politics. Well, since the last whatever took over, a lot of bad stuff's been happening. And it just doesn't end. It's one thing after another, it just doesn't stop. We went through this thing, we're still going through it. Then that's what's going on overseas, and everyone's kind of scared. And when you watch if you watch these prepper channels, there's one, I wish I knew the name. This guy's not like those preppers, I don't know. I don't want to use the word fear-mongering, but they seem to try to fear you into buying their products. They've been prepping for years. They got food for 150 years. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They got warehouses that are, heated and whatever. I know how I got there from the children's hospital. But anyhow, there's this one I watch, and you can tell he's scared. You can tell he's really scared. And he's prepared. They got gas masks and generators, and, they're prepared. I mean, he's just a prepper that's been prepping for, they say you prep if you job loss, sickness, whatever, I mean, this is way above my means. I couldn't. I wish I had a gas mask for Polly and I, and I wish I had a generator. That's something I ask for every Christmas, is a generator. Because, when you lose power, you lose all the food you've had in your fridge, freezer, whatever. But when I see this prepper, why can't I think of his name? But he's one that, you know, doesn't fear you, just talks calmly in a calm voice and all that. But I've come around the circle to let's go back to what I started with. So if you can continue to keep these people in your prayers and these poor children, and they showed these what are they called? Well, everyone's a refugee when they leave. What they call the children? Orphans. These kids, and they're talking. Of course, they're translating. And this cute little boy, I said to Polly, I'd take him in a heartbeat. He says, I know my parents are dead, and I know I'm here, and I know there's a war going on in my country, and I just want a home, somewhere to live. And it just, gosh, it broke my heart. And I don't know. You think that the kids that, you know, that they know the parents are gone, and, you know, if they can't find family anywhere, that they would start an adoption process. There's so many people that want kids, and I went through an adoption process. One of my daughters is adopted, the other 7 are my biological children. But it's a long process, and you think they'd start doing that. You know, I don't know. Maybe they just can't think straight, or there's not enough, you know, availability. But, you know, try to get them. But, you know, maybe that's a political thing too. It just really hurts watching the children. It really does, you know. Having childhood cancer, I lived that, and knowing how awful that is, and having, you know, my family have to go through what they're going through. So the stories I heard, and then, like, it's like rewatching it, and it's just horrible. So just continue to keep all those people in prayer. And I don't know, I just think it's gonna just get worse and worse. I don't see any way out, you know. It's sort of like a problem, you know. I don't know, I guess you could use a toenail as an example. Kind of gross, but you know, if you have a toenail and you feel it's starting to get ingrown, if you don't take care of it then, it's just going to be a huge, disastrous problem. You know, it can even, I mean, an ingrown toenail can grow into your toe really bad and cause a fungal infection, which would cause you to lose your whole nail, but causes you a lot of pain and a big mess, basically. So as an analogy, probably not a good one, but if things were done earlier to help this country, I just think it would be different. Again, just my opinion. I'm nobody, especially no one to know anything about all that stuff, but just from common sense, you know, anything in life. You know, I don't want to get in that. Just people that ignore things, you know, and then it turns like a little molehill into a mountain. If things were done quicker, faster, I don't know, just watching these people suffer just rips my heart in half. I don't know what keeps them going. Well, they're children, obviously. That's what always keeps me going. But I just can't imagine, so just continue to keep them and the whole world in prayer. Hope you're doing well. Nice hearing from you. Melissa, I don't think I've heard from you for a while. I just was reading the vlogs. I'm trying to catch up the best I can. We had a bit of a fire. I did a vlog on that. I don't know when I'm going to get it up, but we're okay. Everything's okay. The house is standing. But we've had surprise, surprise, a couple bad things happen, but what else is new? But I just wanted you to please pray for these people and everyone else, and we always continue to pray for you. And I appreciate the weather reports. I don't know, I guess, you know, when you're stuck in the house and the weather seems to be the most interesting thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't feel good from the fire we had. I didn't get out into the open air. I wasn't thinking, and well, you'll see it all in the video. But anyhow, I hope you're doing well. Continue if you can to comment. Makes us feel less isolated, you know, makes we're just here all the time. But I hope you're doing well and getting through this as best you can and enjoying any nice warm weather you have. We're having a big storm already. It's coming, it has. It's going to continue through the weekend, and then, you know, my car will get buried again. But it doesn't matter because it didn't start, but you'll see a video on that probably too. So anyhow, God, I could still smell the smoke in my house. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, like. If you press that like button, it really helps our channel. And be kind to people you don't know what they're going through. Be kind to yourself. And most importantly, please stay safe. Thanks to the new subscribers. Thanks to those who have been around for a long time. And thanks for coming back. Bye for now.